Alstom in Hornell, New York, a look behind the gates. This project was a partnership between Hornell Alstom and the Hornell 6th grade intermediate school computer students.
Thank you for coming to this Alstom Red Carpet event.
You will be seeing 6 mini videos that 6 different groups of 6th grade students created with the help of many at Alstom.
Between each of the videos and group introduction, you will see pop-ups of students attempting to say welcome in 33 different languages.
These languages represent all international collaboration that takes place right now at our Hornell Alstom.
We hope you learn about Alstom and what makes our facility so great.
Hoş geldiniz.
Acabo. Bienvenido.
أهلا بك.
Bienvenido. The video we're going to watch is about Alstom history. Thank you so much for giving us the information about the cars.
We love the snacks they gave us.
Thank you so much, the hard hats and t-shirts and the name tags.
Thank you for the tour of the plants. We learned so much about the history and the Erie Railroad.
Alstom Hornell History, Volume 1.
Erie and Hornell. Erie's first train comes to Hornellsville May 14th, 1851.
Railroad. Hornellsville became the hub of the Erie Railroad, including the shops to repair trains.
Okay, so this is one of the oldest pictures that you'll see of this area or in the shops. Okay, this is what they call a stereo view, and it was made by the W.L. Sutton Photography Company. He was one of the first photographers in Steuben County. They would take this picture and they would put it in the little projector and look at a light, and it would you know, you can see it with both eyes. But this is some of the most original buildings that were here, and all these buildings are gone now. But this is the roundhouse. They call the roundhouse. This is where they would fill up with water. The locomotive would go into the roundhouse, and it would go on to what we call a turntable, and you guys will see that turntable soon. And they would put it into individual stalls. They had, you know, I don't know exactly how many they had, but they had 20-some different stalls, and they could service the locomotive quickly and get it right back out. So that's a nice old picture. One of the oldest pictures.
Shops. Hornell shops served Erie through steam and diesel era until Conrail takeover.
Hornell has a long history with trains. Conrail Railroad until 1977, General Electric GE, 1978 to 1982, Morris Knudsen MK, 1983 to 1996, Alstom purchased 1997.
Alstom comes to Hornell in
I've been
1997.
many places. I've been to Spain, France, many different sites. So, you know, at one point when I was your age, I thought the only way to travel was going to be to join the Army or something, but I found out that Alstom's an international company, and I've traveled all over the United States and different places in the world. So
Alstom has manufactured or refurbished 1,000s of rail vehicles and locomotives, so it wouldn't be uncommon to see a vehicle that was once in Hornell.
Passenger rail and locomotives. The shops have manufactured or refurbished thousands of passenger rail vehicles and locomotives over the past 40 years.
Cities, transit authorities, and railroads that had rail vehicles manufactured or refurbished in Hornell. And New York City Transit, New Jersey Transit, Boston MBTA, Philadelphia SEPTA, PATCO, Baltimore MTA, Washington DC WAMTA, Atlanta MARTA, Chicago CTA METRA, San Francisco MUNI BART, Pittsburgh PAT, Seattle Sounder, Dallas TRE, Niagara Falls, Ontario Central.
Delaware and Hudson, Boston and Maine, Apache Railroad, Green Bay and Western, Alaska Railroad, Amtrak, California, Caltrans, Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, BNSF, Illinois Central, North Carolina DOT, CIT Group, Mexico Railway, Peru Railway, Metro North, Virginia Railroad Express, Maryland DOT, Morristown, and Erie.
Erie to Alstom still in use. Most of Plant 1 buildings are original to the Erie area.
Turntable. Originally, the turntable was housed in the roundhouse.
I think they are going to turn it around. It came front and it will go backward.
Morgan crane. Unlike the new cranes, it needs to have a person go up on the crane to be operated.
Drop table. The drop table is used for service and changing truck and wheel assemblies on a locomotive. It is still used sometimes.
Alstom painted a vintage Chicago L car.
Alstom and Smithsonian. The recreation of the CTA's historic Madison and Wabash Loop L station is on exhibit in the Smithsonian, Washington, D.C.
Thank you!
Hadyo.
Push onded.
Honying. Makadaba. Benvenuto.
This next video is about Alstom functions.
In this video, you will see the different functions of Alstom plants.
We enjoy learning about this.
We learned so many interesting things.
Thank you, Alstom, for taking the time to teach us.
It was very great experience.
Enjoy the video.
Enjoy the video. Alstom Functions Volume 2. National Company.
Alstom is a French multinational company operating worldwide in rail transport markets.
Alstom brings state-of-the-art technology from metros to high-speed trains. International. Alstom International consists of Algeria, Argentina, Australia, Austria, Azerbaijan, Belgium, Canada, China, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Egypt, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, India, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Kazakhstan, Korea, Latvia, Mexico, Morocco, Myanmar, Netherlands, Norway, Panama, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Qatar, Romania, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Taiwan, Thailand, Tunisia, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, US of America, Uzbekistan, and Venezuela.
Alstom in the U.S. Alstom employs 2,200 employees across 15 sites and works with 350 suppliers in 35 states.
In the U.S., Jacksonville, Florida, Melbourne, Florida, Grand Valley, Montana, Warrensburg, Montana, Rochester, New York.
Stations in the U.S. New York, NY, country headquarters, services centers, Naperville, Illinois, Merritt Island, California, Newcastle, Delaware, Baltimore, Maryland, project office, Boston, MA, Baltimore, Maryland.
13 locations in the U.S. Manufacturing facility, Hornell, New York.
One-fourth of all metro cars in the U.S. are Alstom made.
Hornell Alstom. Hornell Alstom is the largest rolling stock facility in North America.
Only in Hornell. Hornell Alstom is the only Alstom site producing components, bogies, signaling, and rolling stock under one single site management. Car bodies. The only manufacturing process the Hornell site does not perform is make the car body. The car body shells are manufactured and shipped from other Alstom centers of excellence around the world.
World-class training. Training school includes welding and soldering, huck and riveting, torquing, crimping and looming, painting and gluing, MES, quality, industrial, and EH&S. Safety.
Safety is very important to Alstom. There is zero tolerance for severe accidents, deviations in high-risk activities, and deviation to the Alstom safety directives.
Geographic. World-class manufacturing. Alstom was the feature of National Geographic episode for Ultimate Factories. Hornell had a large part in this episode. Project milestones.
Phase 1, Launch Gate Kickoff. Product breakdown includes risk gap, analysis, technical concepts, and more. Involves project, contract, financial, configuration, and planning managers.
Phase 2, go for prelim design. Contract requirement, list of installations, subcontracting, design review, and more. Involves management, engineering, sourcing, supply, chain manufacturing, industrialization, testing, and quality.
Go for detailed design, risk management, specific reviews, design reviews, sourcing strength, layout tools, log assist, spec, and more. Involves management, engineering, sourcing supply, change manufacturing, industrial, testing quality.
Go subsystem manufacturing, Go subsystem validation, project schedule, engineering drawing, work instructions, tools ordered, prototype review, and more. Involves management, engineering, sourcing, supply, chain manufacturing, industrial, testing, quantity, and warranty.
Material production, configuring baselines, continuous improvement, engineering change application, industrial retrofit, and more. That involves management, engineering, sourcing and supplying, chain manufacturing, industrialization, testing, quality, and warranty.
Items validated, internal kits, method, time update, serial test, sequencing, and more. Involves management, engineering, sourcing, supply, chain manufacturing, industrialization, testing, quality, and warranty.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bienvenue. Lascavo Prosimo. Welcome. Welcome to our video about Plant 1.
In this video, you will learn about sanding robots.
You also learn about the Traumatic 500.
This video also includes information about the molding crane. Don't forget about the paint facilities, and especially the test track.
This is our video about Plant 1. We hope you enjoy it.
Alstom Plant 1 Volume 3.
Plant 1 Transit Drive. This plant designs and manufactures the rolling stock.
Plant 1 New and Old. Plant 1 is a combination of the old Erie buildings and new.
Old.
Trains are lifted by their Morgan crane and moved from station to station.
Trains are moved along a linear raised track to station. This allows access to both above and below the train.
Truck shop. The truck shop includes overhead cranes, elevated rail stands, a paint booth, and test and inspection stations.
Truck shop. Plant 1 remanufactured truck assemblies.
What happens when a car comes to Hornell?
Load, and weigh. A vehicle is transported via rail or highway to the Hornell Alstom to be refurbished or made from new.
Strip and wash. Each vehicle goes through a semi-automatic wash.
Man versus robot. For years, rail cars manually were the norm. With robots, we see significant improvement of employees' health and safety, as well as process.
Sanding robot. Hornell Industrial Design Engineers worked with a specialized robotics interrogation company called STIM to develop and interrogate a fully automated robotic sanding cell.
Right now, those robots are locating where the car is.
Sanding robot. Hornell was the first to implement a robot that sands in 2017.
Paint facilities. State-of-the-art painting capacity with automated sanding of new and refurbished vehicles.
Offline, flexible, semi-automatic, and manual manufacturing cells.
Production platforms. During manufacturing, all support functions working right on the plant floor to support manufacturing.
Pipe shop. The pipe shop features high-tech CNC pipe bending equipment. Alstom can quickly build piping sub-assemblies for the production line from conduit, black iron, and soft copper.
Fabrication shop. Alstom was fully equipped with a metal fabrication shop.
There's 4 different tools in this program. This first tool is a high-speed engraver. It's going to make 1,535 hits. So this tool, all that vibration you hear is that tool going up and down like that. Making little marks on it.
Cars are elevated to make a safe and easier way to work on the underside.
Working at height. Platforms are made over the cars to make a safe area to work above.
Car fitting. Plant 1 fitting line is sized for large-scale manufacturing. Total fitting capacity allows mass production of 60 cars a month.
Almost finished. Before a train is finished, it needs to be put through many tests.
Climate control chamber. Test the units under all
conditions, negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit to over 110 degrees Fahrenheit.
Water testing. Plant 1 has a state-of-the-art water test facility for transit vehicles.
Car body shell water testing is a fundamental step in the fitting process. Hornell is equipped with a water testing facility geared to meet the most stringent requirements in the industry. Inspections are performed throughout.
New static test building. Since Amtrak trains are so long, a new building was built for stationary testing.
A train must at a minimum be tested on the track 100 miles. That is 70 times up and down the track at 35 miles an hour.
Extended test track. With the new Amtrak contract, the test track needed to be extended. A new bridge was built over the Canisteo River to the old depot, increasing test speed to 45 miles per hour.
Yeah. You guys see the driver? He's going to be driving this way next. There we go.
Ready to leave. When a vehicle has passed all the tests and the customer has approved, then it is ready to leave Hornell.
Thank you.
Swagate. Bienvenue. Satuhed. Shabuto.
The next plant is plant 2.
We enjoyed watching them put the frozen metal pipe in the hot metal.
We also enjoyed the anti-static room.
Something cool we saw in the anti-static room was a static scale. Another thing that was cool was the wire cutting machine. The wire cutting machine could reach places where the wood was couldn't.
Plant 2. Component Center. Plant 2 Component Center. Plant 2 or Component Center at Shawmut Park Ave produces the propulsion system and motors for both new and refurbished trains in North America.
Traction motors and cases. They are used to accelerate and decelerate brake the train.
Good.
Traction motors and cases. Alstom motors are among the best in the world due in part to the special processes deployed in Hornell.
Traction motors and cases. Manufacturing process in Hornell ensures high quality, precision, build, and high capacity.
Harness and manufacturing. This is the assembly of electrical cables that transmit signals and power. They are bound together.
Harness manufacturing. All cables and circuits are built and tested on special jig boards.
Wire cutting machine. Wires used on the trains can be very large and difficult to work with by hand.
Wire cutting machine. This machine was designed and integrated by Hornell Industrial Engineering Department. It will measure, cut, strip, and coil the wire with maximum efficiency. The wire will then go to the looming process where the wire harnesses are built. Wire cutting machine. Smaller projects which use smaller gauge wire are still measured, cut, and stripped by hand. All wire was done this way prior to the installation of the automatic wire cutting machine. Palex power modules. Palex modules drive the motors on the Amtrak high-speed train. Palex modules are built in the anti-static room.
Power modules. The completed Palex modules are inserted into E-blocks of the Amtrak locomotives. Anti-static room. The anti-static room is a room free of static. IGBTs can be damaged with the slightest static charge. Technicians even have to step on a type of machine to measure their static level before entering the static-free area and working on the devices.
Anti-static room. Technicians in the anti-static room have special clothes and clothing that are made to be static-free.
Propulsion. The propulsion system is the power conversion system of the train.
Propulsion system. Propulsion systems are made for many different projects such as trains, light rail vehicles, LRV, metros, and locomotives at Plant 2. Combined testing. Alstom has a test facility that supports full train validation of traction and braking effort.
Thank you.
Welcome, Bienvenida.
It's lit. Welcome. Witamy.
Aquaba. We turn Plant 3.
We learned so much about Alstom.
We learned a lot about train switchers, the wires in the warehouse.
There were lots of interesting equipment such as the wire harness and the complex storage system.
Also, there was an awesome warehouse.
Thank you for watching our video.
Also, Plant 3 site and warehouse.
Plant 3, Offsite and Warehouse, William K. Jackson Lane.
Plan 3 focuses on the wire harness, switch machines for tracks and storage, and distribution warehouses for all the Hornell plants.
Wire harness.
Wire harness. The wires needed for the Amtrak project are assembled at Plant 3.
But this one is just waiting for
Wire harness. The wire plans are printed out on large papers attached to long wooden tables.
Since it's lunchtime, we're going to be able to walk down so we can show you. This is Barry, and she's going to take you down.
Switch machine. The Hornell Alstom is making a new Alstom switch machine that is still under prototype for Alstom to have their own design.
Switch machines. A railway switch machine. It is used to allow trains to switch tracks.
Switch machines. The Hornell plant is one of the few places that makes switch machines for all major railroads.
Switch machine. The Hornell Alstom is making a new Alstom switch machine that is still under prototype for Alstom to have their own design.
Switch machines. Switch machines made in Hornell are sold all over the world.
Power mode, where the silver hut would tell them what to do, it would crank over, or it has a hand mode, which I'll show you guys. Just don't put any of your fingers or anything in there, but if you watch this rod, this would be hooked up to the railroad track, and an operator could go out there and they could flip this lever here, it puts it into hand mode, so they can actually switch the railroad track to allow a train to go by. And this right here, it's going to pull that rod, which would pull the railroad track to send the train down a different track to make sure that the trains don't collide. It keeps everybody safe.
Warehouse.
Trucks are uploaded, identifying the parts and into stock systems.
Warehouse. Everything from bolts to the largest parts of the train needs are funneled through the storage warehouse.
Storage warehouse. There are $30 million of inventory to supply all projects in Hornell.
Warehouse. The storage warehouse supplies plants 1 and 2 with other supplies.
Warehouse. The warehouse always has the mere location ready to be loaded in trucks and delivered to plant 1 upon need.
Thank you.
Bienvenido.
Bem-vindos.
Padua.
Bienvenidos.
Coscaldes.
Welcome.
This video is about the future of Alstom.
Recently, we took a tour through the facilities of Alstom.
We were so excited to see how people from several different countries come together to create greatness.
Alstom's future facility was so cool.
It was fun to see how engineers work.
That concludes our summary of Alstom.
Alstom Future, Volume 6.
Available Liberty for Amtrak. Most of the available Liberty for Amtrak will be manufactured in the United States. The new train sets will be manufactured at Alstom's 160-year-old historic site in Hornell, New York.
High-speed train, Amtrak. Amtrak Next Generation high-speed train sets are a big part of Hornell Alstom Future.
Northeast Corridor, NEC. The Northeast Corridor would run between New York and Washington and between New York and Boston. It is 456 miles long.
Completed Amtrak train. One complete train weight, 500 tons, 670 feet long, 378 seats per train, 180 miles per hour is the max speed. Job completed by February 2022. Amtrak. Project. 1 car per day, 1 train every 10 days, 28 trains, 56 power cars, 252 passenger vehicles, and 28 restaurant cars.
Finishing up projects. Boston Bi-Level March 2020, Boston Green Line March, Filey Patco completed February 2019, Maryland
Go
NT.
through the different customers that we have, you could go just about anywhere in the country and see a rail vehicle that was at one time or another in Hornell. And you know, we put little builder's plates on there, and it says Hornell, New York on it, and you know, it's not uncommon to see someone that said, hey, I was in California and I seen one of your cars, you know. So, and we're pretty proud of that, so.
So if you ever get a chance to go to Chicago or New York or any of these cities, and you get a chance to ride the train, look for the builder's plate.
Right.
Because you'll see it says from Hornell, New York.
Okay.
Yeah, chances are any TV show that you watch that has shots of New York or Chicago, you'll see our cars in the shot. So those were all manufactured and remanufactured here in Hornell.
The final Patco car left Hornell for Philadelphia.
Using technology.
The Manufacturing Execution System, a tool to connect the manufacturing process, real-time access to documents, progress in manufacturing, team communication, troubleshooting and alerts more promptly addressed, and touchscreen and tablets are customized for workstations.
Drones are used for site surveys and layout.
Drones are used for documenting site transformation projects and improvements. Drones are used for maintenance inspections of building infrastructure.
Drones are used for advertising, promotional videos.
Drones are used for photographing
An
site
interesting
events.
side note, what happens to a car when it can no longer be fixed?
NYCT recycles old
They
rail
are
cars.
stripped and used for coral reefs. Alstom, Future, and Hornell.
Continued bidding for new contracts. In the bidding process, Atlanta, Georgia.
Continued infrastructure upgrades benefit the future. Future static test
Ongoing
building.
infrastructure upgrades to benefit the future. Test track upgrades in process. North extension of the test track complete and currently being used by existing projects. South extensions. Bridge over the Canisteo River. Track extended to the old depot.
Investments also will continue to invest in facilities in Hornell.
Thank you. Thank you, Alstom, for everything.
Take your driver's license.
Yep.
Thank you to Mrs. Bailey, Ms. McInerney, Mr. Pilati, and Mr. Gaffney for taking the time to go with us as chaperones to tour the plants.
The 6th grade computer classes want to make sure that we thank all those at Alstom that helped us.
If you look at your insert in the program of names, you can see there were many that helped.
A special thank you to Mr. Aini for all the time, organization, and help you put into this project with us.
We learned so much. We were able to see with our own eyes how education in science, math, and technology is put into real working environment.
We will never forget the project.
There is a reception in the cafeteria. Please join us.